Hello again. Uh, Filming this on a Sunday because I just forgot to do it previously. Um, let's just get straight into it. I don't have much to say. Well, much to say at the start anyway. As was established last week, I failed. I failed in the pursuit of understanding, and this week I have failed as well. But again, pursuit of understanding, as well as kind of realizing the actual effects that doing doing a stint of abstaining and then actually succumbing to using again has on me. Previous times I would always just kind of revel in it and I wouldn't learn anything about it. Right now I'm actually seeing stuff, and because there's data here and along with these videos, I can actually kind of understand how things go, and maybe I can find new ways to stop myself. Um or devise new ways to stop myself. Um Food, that's been going fine. I haven't failed there. And for the sleep schedule thing, that's been going pretty fine. Although there might have been a couple of misreports. Might have been. I'm really not sure. I don't think there were. I don't think I'd have any reason to not report it right, because my goal is specifically. Oh, excuse me. My goal is specifically to just go to sleep whenever on weeknights, which are just nights before nights nights in which they lead into weekdays. So currently, right now, I'm on a weeknight, um, which kind of also makes doing this right now a little alarming, but it is what it is. Otherwise, I'd say everything's going pretty decently. Wait a minute. I might have misreported a couple of things, and I'll actually get into why I might have misreported a couple of things. It's been pretty clear from my performance with a lot of my college stuff. I've been pretty depressed. Like I haven't been doing what I'm supposed to, and I've broken my schedule pretty hard. Yeah, I've broken my schedule in very hard. I think I've only gotten everything turned in for one class over the last week. Everything else is like partial terms, and that's not great. That's really not great. It's not like I don't have the grades to be able to afford that, but I shouldn't be doing it in the first place, right? And I don't really know why. I'm I'm not sure. I have no idea why. I just kind of felt like shit this past week. So I plan to hop on the train next week, and then I think the week after is going to be Thanksgiving break. So I'm going to catch up on some stuff, try to establish stuff for next week. Get a lot of stuff for the week after that done, and then I'll have a little bit of leniency. I can do things a tad bit faster and hop back on the wagon. I can sort of just chill out, wait for the next, and then hopefully I'll end it off strong. I can chill out, wait for the next semester, and hop back on the train, I guess, or hop back on the horse. Horse was moving without me, and I'm getting the opportunity to catch back up with the horse. Let's go for metaphors, even if they don't make fucking sense. Um, Holy shit! Glad I'm taking a fucking shower tomorrow. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Um, yeah, I've been depressed, and it stopped me from working. It's actually the exact same thing that happened in high school, except like with that time, I was kind of just teetering on the edge of failure. This time, I actually had a lot built up, so I could afford this, but you know, I don't want to have to afford it. I'd rather just not spend the money at that point. Um, that did bring me to an interesting realization, though. and I am going to bring this up, but I actually did a lot of the stuff that I wanted to normalize, and normalize is like just something I do, make it a habit, as habits. They just happen because I was going through the daily motion of things. Whenever I needed to brush my teeth, well, get in there, floss, brush your fucking teeth. It came to me completely naturally. It didn't even matter in the fucking slightest. And there is a particular discrepancy in regards to teeth brushing, but that also happened for vacuuming, even though I have fallen off pretty hard because of my schoolwork. I mean, now I haven't been doing my schoolwork, so, I started vacuuming. Although the state I left the floor in was pretty fucking awful, so it was, yeah, I didn't get to vacuum the whole floor. The thing probably would have exploded. But it was getting to the point where it was going to overheat and just shut down on me. So hooray for tomorrow. But yeah, those became normal occurrences. Like I did all my chores. Things were actually doing going relatively well. Relatively. Obviously, I wanted to do college, but let's assume that I'm not even in college, right? Like beforehand, which is when I wanted to establish these habits as a sort of way of rehabilitating being a requirement, which again I shed, but still, that's great. That's great for the previous version of me. There is like some sizable change. I wouldn't have even fucking bothered to do those things, like in the slightest. But it didn't take a single bit of convincing for me to do those. Just, well, yeah, I gotta do those. And I fucking did them with absolutely no issue, which is really nice. That was really nice revelation to come to. And back to the discrepancy on teeth brushing. I noticed that I find it a lot more difficult to brush my teeth on the weekends. And I'm gonna say this specifically because it's only just because I didn't brush my teeth for one day. Because it gets pretty noticeable when I don't brush my teeth because an awful taste comes back that actually changes the way I taste food and taste fucking everything. It is an awful taste. It is really gross. It augments how my sense of taste is. So it is very easy to not be caught up in like a streak of not brushing my teeth. Maybe beforehand, sure, where I wouldn't give a fuck about the taste, but now it's just, God, it's fucking insufferable, frankly. Even though, depending on like if my mouth is dry or not, the toothpaste can like burn it a bit. It's not as insufferable as that taste. It never has and never will be. So that's a very good returning point for me. But aside from that, I did go a day without brushing my teeth. This was on Saturday, yesterday. And I know the exact reason why. The weekends are obviously like my free time, or at least I try to make them my free time. In practice, they're not actually. I literally just did a thing for my English essay today, so eh. But they are a time where I play an inordinate amount of video games, play with my friends, normal stuff, the normal off time stuff. And I was really looking to capitalize on that. So I just fucking, oh, an alarm went off? Who cares? I turned that off immediately. My phone may as well have dropped into the fucking shadow realm. It basically didn't exist unless I got a notification I wanted to see. So that was uh that was actually the exact reason why. I really wanted to capitalize on that. Even though, I mean, realistically speaking, it's not like I was burning time. Eh, I really wasn't. I was just chilling. I could have afforded to take the, what, 4 maximum minutes that it takes for me to brush my teeth. So that's definitely on me. And definitely gotta just slow down. I gotta take my time. You'd think after seeing that on a fucking loading screen so many times, I'd take the message to heart, but when it gets so seared into your brain or so normalized, you don't seem to really care. Which, yeah, that's an issue. I need to take my time. I need to not rush, and I certainly need to like actually take my time, use it for those things, and then I'll have time afterwards to do a lot. I'm probably not gonna die tomorrow. Big probably there. Who knows? Maybe God rolled the dice and said it's time for you to have a fucking heart attack. Maybe the destiny board is filled out. Lots of Yu-Gi-Oh references. I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh, so that's yeah. Um, but yeah, like there's the possibility that I just suffer an aneurysm tomorrow, like Akira Toriyama, but it's unlikely, and preferably I really shouldn't be living life like that. I've got time. I need to use the time I have now. I will have time later to do all of the things I truly want to do, and not just like the things that I temporarily want to do. That is that has been pretty apparent from the past week that I need to adopt that idea a lot more wholeheartedly. I think I mentioned this before, but like philosophy isn't just, oh, you come to a revelation and boom, your life has changed forever. No, it's something that you have to reinforce throughout your life until eventually it becomes an ingrained law within your own head. It's a lesson you learn over and over again. You make the same mistakes, and each time you get better at not making the same mistakes. So it's just one of those things that I already knew. If ay ay ay, long ass hair. I I need to get a fucking haircut. At the very least, cut down on the back. You can actually like see it full front now. It's crazy what's going on back there. It's fucking. It's wait, what? Are these? Is this one shorter? Is my left side shorter than my right side? I mean, it's not an entirely even part, but even then, like it's pulling a lot of hair from whatever. Whatever. Um, yeah. I need to take my time and actually focus on the things I need to do first, so then I can get to the things I want to do. So again, philosophy is just something you slowly hammer in. It's you don't build a house in a day, right? Trees don't grow just because you put some water on them and show them some sunlight. It takes time. They need time to digest and actually form all those. Nope, stop thinking about biology. No need to do that. Um, actually grow. And that's pretty much what's happening now. You hit some rocky times. I did too. I'm not going to say I'm totally out of the depression. I can't confirm that 100%, but I do want to make sure that this next week is a sort of comeback week for me. And then I can also use my Thanksgiving break to just do what I have to to go all in, finish what I have to, and then after that, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can do whatever I like, and that's exactly the idea that I'm trying to go for. So, um, yeah, I don't think I have much else to say. At least, um, not really. Everything else is more just private thoughts that I should probably keep to myself, but not like it, not like it stopped me before. Clearly, but yeah, I guess I'll see myself next time.